Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me tonight. Today I'm going to be working on one of my novellas, as shown in the description, obviously. Also, I wanted to take some time to talk a little bit about a few things because recently I just got found out that I'm going to get. I didn't know that they do this, but apparently, if you make any money on Amazon at all, they send you the check right away for what you've done. So I recently found out I'm getting my first, bit of money through my book sales on Amazon. It's not very much, but I wanted to take this time to talk about that simply because there is a thing on my I've talked about this before, how my book is kind of set heavily in, the reserves for part of it anyway. And because of that, I have decided to donate a certain amount of my proceeds from this book to charity that directly benefits reserves here in either, well, here in my country, which is Canada. And I know there's a lot of reserves in the US that could use, some kind of help too, but, I'm starting here, obviously. So, yeah, I'm planning on doing that hopefully in the next little while once, obviously the money's been deposited and all that. So it's not very much, I will say, but I'm going to be posting that, just for the heck of it and, to show that I'm following through with what I said I would. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly when that'll be since it said the email I got said it takes a few days, which, perfectly, understandable. And also, we're thinking of adding some stuff to this channel, or less me and my fiance are, because we thought about doing some like baking or cooking stuff possibly. We're not really sure yet. Still have to figure out how we want to do that possibly. So we're just, playing around with that idea at the moment. I also want to take a few minutes to talk about a few other things. I realized I haven't really spoken about a few of the things I said I'd talk about on this channel for quite a while. I've just been so preoccupied with, my writing and my family and just everything else going on in the world. So one of the things that I want to kind of talk about a little bit here is the fact that right now in where I live, which is in Ontario, there's a big thing right now going on with the teachers here because of the current conservative government. And recently there was a huge, and I mean huge, protest in the city I'm in. Like, it took up an entire street. And it was like, just like thousands and thousands of people there. Like not like, well, maybe not thousands and thousands, but like I'm saying at least like, you know, okay, maybe yeah, thousands and thousands. I don't know. I'm not great with visually summarizing the amount of people that I saw, but it was a lot. So yeah, it's it's taking up a lot of time. It's causing a lot of problems. Obviously I'm standing with the teachers because I have children who have special needs. I have a daughter with autism. She has been diagnosed, and we're thinking of getting a few more other children reassessed because they have signs of it too. So it's one of those, like, a lot of the stuff directly affects my children, directly affects me, and has caused a lot of issues with, pretty much everything. I haven't been able to work as much. I haven't been able to maintain my home as much simply because my kids are home more, which means I have to focus on them and what they're doing and what their needs are rather than being in school for, 6 hours so I can, do other things around the house, run errands, etc. So, yeah. So this whole thing has really thrown off a lot of people that are on, like, this sort of level kind of thing. And it's a lot. So I don't know when it'll all, get sorted out. I have no clue, of course. But, we'll wait and see what happens. Either way, there's not a whole lot I can do at the moment. There is something like I know of that can be used, but at the same time, it's like I don't have enough of a following for it to really matter that much. I would need, like, there's this thing actually called a voter recall that we can do here in Canada. It's kind of like our version of impeachment. It's but you need a lot of signatures for it, and it's like I just don't have the the sheer amount you would need. It's, I guess, like 5,000 signatures or something, and I only got 5 freaking followers on here, which, to be fair, I didn't know if I'd get any followers on here at all, so thanks to all of you, including the one that always watches. So, but yeah, so there's been a lot of going on here when it comes to the government, and it's thrown off a whole whack of stuff. Like, my kids have been home more often, so it's thrown off all of my scheduled things. We've had extra appointments because of everything that's been going on, because it's not just affected the school system, it's also affected it. So my daughter has autism. There's this thing called the Autism Society of Ontario, or I think that's what it's called. Something along those lines. So it's this big organization basically that helps fund or to get funding for all the programs you need to help children with autism. So basically, they've got the funding different now. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just not anywhere near what it needs to be or organized in a way that makes sense from what I've seen anyway. It's really hard to explain, and I'm really not up to it. It's honestly just seems stupid. So, but yeah, so it's affecting like everything. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was like environmental stuff because we've had a really, really strangely warm winter here. Like where I am in Ontario, usually we get temperatures in the like average, I'm gonna say -5 to -25 average. I'd say somewhere in there anyway. Most of from November until midway to end of March, sometimes into April. Now, we have had maybe 5 days I can think of where it got below 10 degrees, and only 1 day this winter where it got below 20. That is it, and that is really strange. Like, I know there's such a thing as an El Niño, La Niña, the weather thing where it's, like, naturally warmer, I know that, but at the same time, I don't think that's a thing that was supposed to happen this year, as far as I know of. I don't know if maybe I missed that memo when it comes to the weather, but yeah, so basically, this year has been really strangely warm, and, I like, the only thing I can think of is all the fires going on and the volcano that erupted causing all the extra, carbon dioxide, monoxide up in the atmosphere kinda thing, all that global warming fun stuff. Well, not fun stuff, but, global warming terrible stuff, I should say. So, yeah, that's what we've been experiencing here is a whole lot of really just weirdly warm weather, like, it was 6 degrees today, and it's almost the end of February, like, usually we'd be in, like, -20 territory here, -30 territory here, and it's been so weirdly warm, like, I literally, about a month and a half ago, took a picture of a spider sitting outside on the bricks of my, like, apartment building, and it's like, we don't get that here. Like, to see a spider outside in the middle of January is like, "What the heck? Why are you there?" Like, you should be, like, hibernating in someone's house or be, like, inside someone's house. You should not be out here. Why are you out here? And, like, we've been getting, like it's really strange. But, yeah, so, eh, I don't know, it's just, like, I realized I hadn't really touched on these topics, and I wanted to go over them because it's, like, a lot of stuff's still been happening, going on, but I've had so much in my life just occurring, I guess, and, like, trying to do all the therapy stuff with my kids and trying to do all this stuff with myself and just getting all this organized and my actual submissions organized. As you know, not too long ago, I sent out a submission to another publisher, which, obviously I haven't heard back from them yet, but hopefully I will soon. Well, it does take up to 3 months, but maybe I'll hear from them sooner. I don't know. Depends on how, interesting they find the whole thing. Hopefully. Hopefully. But yeah, so as I said, I do have that one book on Amazon, and as I said, I am going to be donating money from the I'm going to sorry. I'm going to be donating some money from it to a charity that benefits the, reserves here in Canada. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to go to my local Native Friendship Center and figure out where to send this exactly. It's not gonna be a big amount or anything like that, but at least it's, something and shows that I'm making that effort, which, I'm going to continue to do whether I make, only a little bit of money or several million, I don't know. We'll see how all this goes, considering this whole thing is supposed to be one giant series. So either way, I'm gonna get to writing now because I've been talking for like almost 10 bloody minutes, which I don't usually do. So I should get some actual work done on this book now. Well, novella, since this is a novella, it's not a book. Either way, and hello as always to my one subscriber that always watches. Your review is appreciated, whoever the heck you are. And whoever the heck else keeps tuning in randomly. So, alright, let's get to this. I'm gonna put my music on. Hopefully you won't be able to hear it, so we won't have any issues. Oh, apparently I didn't put this in yet. Well, as I said, I don't know when I'm going to be done this. I'm still in the second chapter. I have not had much of a chance to work on this the last little while. I did do some Twitch streaming, though, which I have put up one of them, and I found out recently that my headphones don't work with the Twitch streaming on here for some weird reason, the new ones that I got. So I had to, like, delete stuff and yeah, so sorry about that if you watched those and didn't hear any sound. I apologize, I didn't realize. So, I fixed that though, and we're good to go now. And now I'm gonna put on oh, not that. This. Let me find the song I wanna listen to here. Yeah, give this a listen, see if I like it. Just gonna turn this down a notch. There we go. Alright, time to get to writing. Nope, not listening to this. Not my thing. Mm. I don't remember how to spell that. Oh. There we go.
Mhm. To nic.
Not listening to this. I will listen to that. I don't want some of this either.
Oh.
Careful, hon. Don't like this song either.
Say what, honey?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, who are you talking to?
I'm streaming.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Get back to what you were doing.
Love you. Hmm.
Okay. So I think we're gonna end things here because it's getting kind of late. And one moment here.
No.
What was this? All right. So thanks for watching, guys. Once again, I'm going to keep working on this over the next few days. Hopefully I'll get a bit more chances to do that because, like I said, we've been rather busy and there's been a lot going on with lots of stuff here. I wish you all the best and I hope to see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Bye.